Tesla must do this. They don't really have a choice. Please subscribe for more content like this and check out my Patreon if you are interested in supporting my work. Tesla's latest bold move isn't really a bold move at all. In a surprising turn of events, Tesla has recently announced its plan to step into the world of advertising for the first time in company history. The bears are already licking their chops, and the bulls are all whipping themselves into a never-ending froth, telling everyone that this is the catalyst that puts the stock over the moon. Neither sentiment is accurate, and the truth actually lies somewhere in between. Tesla has long been known for its unconventional marketing approach. They don't spend a dime on advertising, and other automakers spend billions. Tesla has largely been reliant on their cult-like following to spread the word. Tesla's decision to embrace advertising at this time does raise some eyebrows. This video dives into the potential motives behind Tesla's move and why the company has to do this now. I'll also explore potential impact on the company's bottom line, which is what really matters now that Tesla has matured as a company and is no longer seen as a speculative risk. So let me be clear about this. Advertising isn't the catalyst that's going to send this stock to the moon. The impact on revenues is what will matter, and that won't be known for years. So why the sudden shift? Tesla's sudden embrace of advertising actually signifies a significant shift in the company's approach. While the electric car manufacturer has traditionally relied on organic marketing, leveraging the power of social media, word of mouth, and the, let's say, charismatic CEO Elon Musk to promote its brand, this recent decision suggests a desire to tap into a wider customer base. And what I mean by wider is a customer base a little bit further down the economic scale than where they are now. Historically, Tesla has catered to tech-savvy early adopters, the environmentally conscious, basically people with money burning a hole in their pocket, and those that can afford to be early adopters. However, as electric vehicles gain mainstream popularity and adoption, the potential customer base is expanding, especially at the less expensive end of the spectrum. Tesla, once the undisputed leader in the electric vehicle market, has recently experienced significant decline in its market share. This is far less important than Tesla bears would like for you to believe. Tesla isn't selling any fewer cars, so why is their market share declining? It's very simple. The market is just much larger than it was a few years ago, and it's expanding rapidly. Competitors have managed to pick away at people who were interested in EVs for any number of reasons. Maybe they were enthusiastic about EVs, but not enthusiastic about 6-month wait times. Maybe they just wanted something different than the electric vehicles that everyone else. Maybe they just wanted something different than the electric vehicle that everyone else already owned. Maybe the electric vehicles offered by Tesla were just out of their price range. And here is where I think that we really start to understand what Tesla's next move is and why advertising is starting to look like a really good idea. First and foremost, the increased competition in the EV market has only slightly eroded Tesla's dominance. The real reason that Tesla's market share is declining is because they're not competing in the largest slice of the auto market, which is everything under $35,000 or so. Traditional automakers and emerging startups has significantly invaded the EV market, mostly by providing consumers with more choices and creating a more level playing field. They, for the most part, avoid going head-to-head with Tesla in the luxury market. For now, they've ceded that necessarily high-priced but highly profitable market to Tesla for the time being, largely because those companies already have brand awareness and large shares of the non-luxury market. Currently, the luxury EV market is roughly 75% of all EVs sold, and only 25% of the EV market is in non-luxury vehicles. Tesla is not participating at all at this time in this market. We all know that the sub $35,000 market is where sales will be made in volume eventually, and I'm talking about a market of 20 million plus passenger vehicles per year. There are just far more regular people than there are those that can afford a $50,000 to $60,000 vehicle. The bottom line is that Tesla already has a problem in the non-luxury market that they never faced before. They have competition. Chevy, Hyundai, Kia, BYD, Ford, Nissan, VW, and a host of Chinese EV companies already own the non-luxury EV market, especially outside of the United States, and Tesla is a global company and rightly concerned about what happens on distant shores. Those other companies were able to skip over some of the growing pains that plagued Tesla in the early days. They targeted markets that Tesla wasn't competing in or wasn't able to satisfy demand, and they have carved out a niche and have established an EV brand. The best example of this is BYD in China. They recently launched the BYD Seagull, a four-door hatchback with 251 miles of range that costs around $11,000. BYD has a half a dozen other models between that rock bottom price and $35,000. The company is now outselling Tesla in China and is starting to export EVs in volume. It isn't just that BYD is offering good, inexpensive cars to a really broad market, it's that BYD beat them to that market. This is the case with US markets as well, although not as extreme. The non-luxury market is completely owned by companies not named Tesla. Tesla is facing increased competition, and this requires them to explore new strategies to maintain their market position. So here's what I think is really going on. Tesla announcing that they're beginning to advertise is really just a prelude to an announcement of the fabled $25,000 Tesla. That is what makes sense. The company is exploring new avenues to maintain its momentum. The Cybertruck is still very much a gamble. Even though it's slated for delivery later this year, we really don't know what demand will be for such an unconventional design. The decision to embrace advertising could have a significant impact on Tesla's revenues eventually. By tapping into new customer segments, Tesla can potentially drive higher sales volumes and increase market share in the non-luxury market where their competitors have a significant head start. Advertising campaigns can effectively generate awareness and interest among consumers who may not have considered purchasing a Tesla because they see it as a rich person's choice. This expanded customer base presents an opportunity. Coupled with Tesla's strong brand image and reputation for innovation, a properly conveyed advertising campaign can translate into a whole new market for Tesla, sustained growth for the company at a time when sustained growth doesn't look as clear as it did a few years ago. By employing targeted advertisements, Tesla can effectively communicate the benefits of their vehicles to a much wider range of customers, including many who may not have been seeking out information about electric cars because they think it is just out of reach or not convenient enough. The decision could have a really significant impact on Tesla's revenues if it targets customer segments in an entirely new demographic. They already own the luxury market, and to me it makes sense that this advertisement announcement is just a prelude to a major announcement of a $25,000 Tesla. All right, folks, this is just my opinion. Feel free to disagree in the comments below. This video is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any security. Do your own due diligence. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Check out my Patreon link in the description. Thank you very much and have a nice day.